Hello fellow readers, I'm Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be choosing my TBR for May using TBR Tarot, which is my TBR game. So let's get started. The first card that I pulled was the Magician, and this is going to be to start a new series. Any genre, I just need to start a new series. The two series I was actually thinking about starting soon are Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson and Jacoby by William Ritter. What I know about each of these is Jacoby is like in old England, like 1800s or something, and we follow our main character who can like see ghosts and like things happening in London, and I think there's like a mystery or something. This one is our main character is super into like true crime podcasts and stuff like that, and she ends up going to this school where there's this big unsolved case, and so she is trying to figure out this case now at the school that she's at. I'm honestly not certain which of these I want to choose. I might, knowing what cards I have to come, I think I might choose this one just because it's shorter. I know this one was under 300 pages because I considered it for one of my past TBR Tarot prompts. So I might just treat myself to a little short book this month. So this is my first selection. The second card that I pulled was the 10 of Wands, and this one is going to be a current year release in sci-fi or fantasy. I have quite a few options just because I am getting like some of those book subscription boxes now, and so I have a lot of like fantasy options from the current year from those. I know I chose quite a few of these book boxes for my last month's TBR, so looking at the list of what I have left, I think I'm going to choose the Midnight Girls. This book is about, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 different girls, but they're going to this like ball and they're trying to, I think, kill the prince for power. And so they're competing against each other to kill him to get this power. And like, this cover is just so compelling. Everything that I see is like stars and moons, and I am here for that vibe. So I'm excited about trying out this book as well. My third card that I pulled was the Justice, and boy is this card bringing me justice, because this one is going to be a book that is 400 plus pages. Hence why I chose one of the shorter books earlier. That being said, the book I think I'm going to choose is Kaikei. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I'm trying. This was my book of the month pick for April, and I specifically chose it because it's over 400 pages, and that's one of like the goals you have to complete for the book of the month challenge this year. So I know this one is over 400 pages, and I am excited for it. This book is all about our main character, and she is something like the princess of this realm, and things are not going well, and her father and brothers are like, no, like you can't do anything, but she just wants to help. And so even like the gods in this world are like kind of like women can't help or whatnot. But instead she's like, I'm not gonna take no for an answer, and she, I think, is trying to like train as a soldier or something to help. So it's kind of all about her trying to develop into the woman that she will become and helping save her country. The next card that I pulled was the 2 of Wands, And this one is going to be a random point or draw for, again, a fantasy or sci-fi. So what I have is I have my little book case, and I have a bunch of little slips in here of different fantasy and sci-fi books I either have on my radar or on my physical TBR shelves here. Let me just shuffle these up and I will see what I pull. Oh, okay. I'm not mad at this. So the book that I actually pulled was Gallant, which again, a super recent acquisition. This is all about a girl who is like an orphan, and she gets an invitation while she's at school to go stay at her uncle's mansion, which is Gallant. And when she gets there, her uncle's dead, and like the only person there is her cousin, I think. And basically he's like, yeah, sure, I guess you can stay, but you can't go in certain areas of this house. And this house is just like really creepy, like stuff is going on. And so it's all about that story. And I'm very excited that I actually pulled this one as well. So ready to read this one. All right, and the last card that I pulled was the 8 of Pentacles, and this one is going to be a mystery or a thriller from one of my favorite authors. Now, when I was searching my shelves, it's kind of hard because I'm like, what are my favorite authors? That's already a hard prompt. So there were 2 that I was kind of interested in. First of all, I recently got the Hunting Prince Dracula, which is the next book after Stalking Jack the Ripper, which I read super recently, and I really enjoyed that series, or that first book. So I'm interested in continuing this series. In the first book of the series, we meet our 2 main characters. This is like set in Victorian England, and basically they were solving a mystery of who was Jack the Ripper, and I guess in this one, maybe they're trying to find Dracula and kill him or something? I don't know, but either way, I'm excited to continue on with this series. The other book that I am interested in trying out for this prompt is The Project by Courtney Summers, and this book, I think it's about like a cult, and our main character is trying to like find her sister in this cult. So I don't know a ton about it, but it sounds super interesting, and I loved one of her other books that I read, so I'm interested in trying this one out as well. Looking at these 2, while I am really excited about continuing this series, I'm not sure if I'm quite ready for that yet, so I might try out this one. It just is calling to me, and I like a good standalone, and so I think that's kind of the mood that I'm in right now. So I will be reading this one for my last book. All right, so here are the books that I'm reading for my TBR Tarot in May. I'm super excited to get to all of these, and I just can't wait until I can recap them for you guys. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe down below, and please leave a comment letting me know what books you're trying to get to in May. Are there any new releases that are on your TBR? Until next time, bye!